Howdy bros, it's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Boah back for another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a certain piece of content that's been floating around my recommendations for a while. Now, all throughout this week, two videos have appeared to me in recommendations around. One of them, Truth About the Hype House. Oh, juicy, looks juicy. The second one, obviously, How to Properly Identify the Sex of Your Ball Python. Yeah, let's do the Hype House one, because gender reveals are 2016 content.
1, 2, 3.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Now today is actually a momentous occasion because this is one of the first times that I, as a commentary YouTuber, have been first to this type of big drama. Excuse me for a second. I planned it for a week.
What's up guys, if you don't know me, I'm Daisy and I'm a co-founder of the Hype House.
Howdy Daisy, I'm a Spider-Boah, save the world, got a movie, just no big deal or anything.
As you all know, Thomas is another co-founder of the Hype House. He is considered the Hype House manager.
Yep, I got it from here. Long story short, this cuck's name is Thomas. He screwed over the team. He was leaving them out of brand deals. He was being a bit of a selfish twat. He wasn't informing anyone. He was making decisions without the team, even though he was a co-founder, meaning that he should have shared the responsibility. And of course, what kind of beef would this be if he didn't respond?
Hi everybody, if you guys do not know who I am, my name is Thomas Petru, and a couple days ago, my old friend Daisy Keach uploaded a video titled The Truth About the Hype House. I'm just here to give the full story of what actually happened and to give you guys the real truth about how the Hype House came to be and fill in a lot of details that were left out in Daisy's videos, as well as clear up a lot of things that were false allegations about me. I worked with Team 10 back in June. I met her and I took photos of her for the very first time on June 25th, 2019. I shot for Daisy from July until September for free. I took photos of her after work. So for 2.5 months, I took photos of her for free. And then starting September 15th to September 31st was the first time I was paid for editing her YouTube videos, editing her bang videos, and taking all of her photos for Instagram. I took a solid 90 to 95% of her photos for months. Keep in mind, in Los Angeles, life is very expensive here. And I was being paid $250 a week for full YouTube editing, bang video editing, and shooting all of her branded content for Instagram.
Right. Look man, I'm going to give you a bit of advice here, just a tiny little bit of advice. If LA is too expensive for you to live in, what you do is you don't live in LA. Okay? That sound good?
And I remember sitting in the car with Thomas and Chase and we literally had all of our money together and it was like this giant wad of cash.
I wanted to clear things up for a sec. The money that was in Chase's hand in his TikTok was just mine and Chase's. I need to clear this up from the beginning for a lot of you that don't understand how renting a property works.
I swear that's just the natural with TikTok now, isn't it? Like most of their fans are just preteen girls. Man, I love humanity. Now, as I was watching this video, I sort of realized that he had what I like to call Josiah Trelawney syndrome, and to explain that, you're gonna have to watch this clip.
No. When me and Javier went down with Trelawney to get Sean, after the bar fight, I swear, he talked the whole way and never actually said a damn thing.
I thought you knew. That's his special talent.
It's basically just con man talk, and for those of you who don't know how con men speak, say for example you were trying to sell a vacuum. Normal people would say this vacuum is amazing. However, a con man would prefer to say that this vacuum performs flawlessly on multiple levels. If you don't believe that he speaks this way, I'll show you some clips right now.
And we launched during our very first photo shoot, which you guys all remember went very viral and a lot of people were paying attention to us, and we were just trying to have fun. The whole point of leading into this house, the whole thing that I had when I was starting it was that I didn't want to do contracts, I didn't want to take a percentage of anybody, I just wanted to be around the people that I love the most and to have the best friend vibe we could so that it felt very real off and on camera, which is what we did. Daisy talks about how she was only 20 years old, she didn't have a manager there, no one to guide her through this, neither did I. I'm a 21-year-old who tried to put together a team of people that were some of my closest friends, and I wanted to be able to build something cool and something unique.
Okay, now I gave up doing that last part because he's like physically unable to stop jump cutting. Like, watch this clip.
I did the interview with the New York Times. I sat at my kitchen table with Chase, Daisy, Alex, Cover. There was a lot of people sitting around the table the entire interview. Everyone was free to chime in whenever they liked. A lot of the conversation was directed towards me. Some questions were for Chase, some for Daisy, some for Alex. I thought it went really well. And this is important because I never once in that interview said that it was me and Chase who were the only co-founders. And Daisy was sitting next to me the entire time and never expressed an ounce of concern to me. And even after we all went up and had a photo.
My guy, are you capable of speaking for more than 3 seconds, or are you like a robot? But moving on, that's not the only drama that's been happening around the Hype House.
Yo, guys, this motherfucking man's tried to DM my girl, bro. He tried to fuck her. Little fucking hoodie or some shit. Fucking waste man, bro.
So these two wake up in their feces-covered bed and start talking trash about Little Huddy, which I'm completely fine with, and then they try using British slang, which that doesn't sound good at all.
Little fucking hoodie or some shit. Fucking waste man, bro. Talk about money you got. You know you ain't got a lot, no. You know you had one shot. Charlie's the tick to your top. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time's running out 18 till you get clocked.
If you don't understand, like I also didn't, basically Little Huddy break up with Charlie, he too old, yada yada yada. We'll talk about Little Huddy another video, he needs his own video. You know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm gonna go watch some actual quality content.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video is going to focus on how to determine the sex of your ball python.
I love you 3000, bros.
Or royal python, whatever you prefer.
It's all like magic to me, you do magic, baby, when you love me, you're so lovely.